Hi geeks, welcome to my channel. Let's go shopping and see what new fall seasonal items that arrived this week. Stay tuned until the end of the video for another grocery haul, so let's get started. Pumpkin Palooza is still going strong, so you can still find plenty of pumpkins. And this pumpkin tree made a comeback this year. It's so cute. What a great way to decorate for fall or for Halloween. You can still find cactus or cacti at Trader Joe's still for $7.99. And guess what arrived this week? These cute little guys, the Day of the Dead skeleton kittens. This is what it looks like. And they have different types of succulents in them. And they are $7.99 each. And there's two different types of cats. So you can choose from either one, but both are cute. And the curly slim ghouls are back. I don't remember the orange one being offered last year, so I think that's new, but I do remember the black and white ones. How cute are they to decorate for Halloween and spooky season? And they have air plants, so you don't have to water them at all. They just live and thrive off of air, so very easy maintenance. And back to my favorite, the delicata squash. They're in season right now. Highly recommend. They are so sweet. These are the honey nut squash, and I did pick one up. They aren't that sweet, not as sweet as the delicata squash. So actually the delicata squash should be named honey because it's so sweet, and it's $1.49 each. Also, the acorn squash is back as well. And this made a comeback, the roasted turkey and sweet potato burrito. This arrived last year and I did try it. This has turkey meat, sweet potatoes, cranberry salsa in a flour tortilla. This is 520 calories and 70 grams of carbs, so that's a lot. 18 grams of protein. I reviewed this and many other items on Instagram or YouTube Shorts, so make sure to check those out. And it is $4.49 for the burrito. And remember, the chocolate mousse pumpkins arrived last week. The price has gone up to $3.99. And the pumpkin blondie brownies, that's probably one of my favorite items. And this is new, the teeny tiny apple pies. So these are miniature pies with juicy apples and topped with brown sugar crumble. Sounds so delicious. And it is 200 calories for one piece, 11 grams of sugar, 2 grams of protein, and 27 grams of carbs. Here are the ingredients and heating instructions. You could use the conventional oven, microwave, or air fryer, and these are $4.99. These look so good. I am debating right now whether to buy it or not. I don't necessarily always run and buy the new items every week because obviously that's just a lot of food for me to go through, but these look so good. Stay tuned until the end of the video to see if I did get it. And here is a new color, insulated bag. It's in yellow, and actually this might be my favorite color so far. They came out with a pink magenta one during the spring time, and then they came out with like a teal one, I think afterwards. And the OG one is the red one, but these are wider bags, and it is $7.99. Just taking inventory here to see if any more new flavors arrive this week. There's maple, the celebration cake gelato, pumpkin ice cream, French vanilla. Definitely recommend trying that this year with pies during the holidays. So good. The sublime ice cream sandwiches, iconic. The ube mochi is still here. Mango cream bars are one of my favorites and a staple. The vanilla ice cream in it is so yummy. The pumpkin sticky toffee cakes, a must try. Here's another new item, the organic seedy crackers. This has brown rice, quinoa, flax, and sesame seeds. Here is a close-up of what the crackers look like. It looks like a thin yet sturdy cracker, and it is 140 calories for 12 crackers, 5 grams of fat, 20 grams of carbs, 0 grams of sugar, and 4 grams of protein. And that is $3.99 a box. The onion confit swirls, this came out a couple weeks ago, and I am still curious about them. They're puff pastry crackers. They are 150 calories for 16 pieces. I've heard mixed reviews. It seems like either people are totally on board with them or don't like them, and they are $2.49 a box. Another new item is the chocolate hazelnut ground coffee in light roast. Love the color of the bag, it's so on brand. I noticed that a lot of flavored coffees come in light roast, and my theory is it's probably because it helps pick up the other flavors that it's trying to pick up. And the autumn maple coffee is back. It's also in light roast. And this is also ground coffee, so you don't have to grind the beans yourself. I haven't seen the maple K-pods yet, or the pumpkin coffee K-pods yet, which I've been waiting on because I actually want to try it this year. This is $8.99 a bag, and this is just a little educational moment. The light roast is mild in flavor but has the highest caffeine. Medium is medium flavor with moderate caffeine, and my favorite is dark roast, which has the strongest bold flavor and has the least amount of caffeine. And the kosher dill pickles, this is also new, and I saw some stores have kosher dill pickle spears also in these glass jars. This is in the refrigerated section, and it is $4.49 a jar. And I mentioned this in the last video, but the Green Goddess salad has officially arrived at my store. It has blackened chicken thigh meat, crispy puffed rice with a Green Goddess ranch dressing. So that little packet right there is the puffed rice, some cabbage, chicken, carrots, and a wedge of lime. So let's turn it around and take a look at the calories. It is 360 calories for the entire container with 12 grams of protein, and that is $5.99 for the container. Do you guys ever notice that the dressing inside these prepackaged kits or containers always tastes better? I feel like they do, and I always want to just buy the dressing itself, but the ones on the shelves never taste the same to me. Anyway, here is the other new salad, the Sesame Miso salad with salmon. So there's a little salmon in the cup, and this one is 370 calories with 14 grams of protein, and this is $6.99. I think this might be the most expensive salad at Trader Joe's. So the crispy puffed rice that was in the other salad looks like it's the same one that's in this chickpea salad, so I just wanted to give you guys a look at this. And I actually tried this when it first came out, and I did like it a lot. This is 360 calories for the entire container, or 120 calories per serving, and it is $4.99. And I'm just taking a quick look to see if any more side dishes came out for Thanksgiving, because they usually start early, as you guys know. And I'm not finding anything so far. Oh, I know what I'm looking for, the harvest chicken that I showed you guys in the other video, but it doesn't look like it has arrived yet at my store. But the Rutland Red is back, and this is aged 10 months, 130 calories for 1 inch or 1 ounce, and this is $11.99 a pound. I heard that this cheese is really good, and it has those little crystals in it for a little added crunch and flavor. I was surprised that the pickle curds are still here. They are $2.99. And the Raclette Cheese is also back. This is sliced cheese, product of France. So typically you use this to melt and pair it with potatoes or pickled vegetables or your charcuterie board or a thick crusty bread. Here are the heating instructions. It says use a oven broiler and heat for 3 to 5 minutes. And this is $6.99, and it always comes out during the holidays. I love that there is a alcohol-free vanilla, and that is $9.99. And here's the pure bourbon vanilla, and the organic vanilla bean paste is officially back. In some stores, I know it arrived a week or two ago, but it varies on store location. Here are the nutrition facts, and it looks like it expires February 2025, so there's a lot of time to use it. The salted caramel pistachio, I don't know if this ever left my store or if it's leftover inventory or it just made a comeback recently. Speaking of which, the fall seasonal GTS Kombucha is back. This has apple, turmeric, carrot, and a bunch of fall spices, 60 calories for the entire bottle. I love kombucha so much, but it's so pricey. I just wish it was less expensive because I would be drinking this all the time then. And it is $3.49 a bottle. So I don't know if you guys heard, but the pumpkin cinnamon rolls have been discontinued, at least for this year. But the organic jumbo cinnamon rolls are back. People seem to either love this or didn't like it as the original recipe, because I think the organic line came out last year. And so let me know if you like these or not. It's 320 calories for one cinnamon roll, and that's $4.99. And the organic Crescent rolls are also back. These are 100 calories for one roll, and it looks like there's 8 servings, so you can make 8 rolls with this. And here are the instructions, and this is $2.99. The organic biscuits are also back. I'm surprised that all 3 of these came back so early this year, because usually it arrives around, I feel like, November, before Christmas. 170 calories per biscuit, 27 grams of carbs, 5 grams of sugar, 3 grams of protein, and this is $3.99. The chocolate croissants are $5.49, and the reason I'm showing it to you is because the double chocolate croissants are new. I've already heard good reviews on the double chocolate croissants, but I did hear that it tastes pretty much the same as the regular chocolate croissants, except that the position of the actual chocolate and how it's melted into the croissant is different. I guess this is more like on the bottom layer of the chocolate croissants. Anyway, let's take a look and see what is different. So the chocolate croissant is 320 calories versus the double chocolate croissant, which is 340 calories. So just a 20 calorie difference. Both are $5.49 a box. And here are the gluten-free pumpkin streusel muffins. These are one of my favorite pumpkin items. They're so good. It's topped with like streusel crumbs, but it kind of gets wet and soggy on the top because they also always add sugar crystals to all the gluten-free muffins, which actually drive me crazy because not only does it make it extra sweet, which I don't need the extra sugar because it's plenty sweet as it is, but it also makes the topping soggy for some reason. It is 390 calories, and that's actually 10 calories more than it was last year. And so they must have, I don't know, changed the recipe a little bit. $5.99, so it went up $1 since last year. And the pumpkin overnight face mask is back, $6.99. This is actually pretty delightful. So what you do is you wash your face, you put toner and moisturizer on, and then you can add a little dollop of this on top and just pat it on and just sleep with it on, and it just absorbs. So I feel like it's just like an added layer of moisturizer more so than a mask, but they do call it a face mask. Love the scent on this. It smells slightly fruity. And look how cute this card is. Pumpkins spice up your life. And if you turn the card around, it'll show you what the message is on the inside. So it's just not fall without pumpkin latte, pumpkin bread, all the pumpkin things. So that concludes shopping, and let's get right into this week's haul. Had to pick up the delicata squash, which is my favorite. As long as it's in season, I'm going to keep picking them up. The more hauls you see of mine, you might start seeing a trend where if I like something, I will get it over and over until I get sick of it. That's just always how I am. Picked up the lemongrass coconut body oil. I've heard great things about this, and I picked this up specifically for using it as a natural bug repellent. I've been getting so many mosquito bites lately, and I know it's heading into fall, so I will be wearing long pants and jeans soon, but I just thought I needed this added protection. So give this a try and see if I get less mosquito bites. And the fully cooked uncured bacon, this is my favorite. Just microwave this for like 20-30 seconds and it comes out fully crispy. Got some shaved Parmesan, Romano, and Asiago cheese. This is such a great deal, and it's so convenient to add to salads, sandwiches, pasta, soups, but I specifically bought it to add to pasta this week. Organic Tuscan kale. They were out of the shredded kale, and I have kale every morning with mushrooms, or I use it in a smoothie. I also got some baby spinach to add to some soup. Picked up more yogurt. I actually probably even won't go through this that quickly, but I wanted to stock up just in case because these seasonal yogurts do come and go really quickly, and I learned about that last year because when I went to go back and get some, they were already gone. So instead of making caramel apples, which I don't do anyways, but I thought this might be easier to melt these caramel sea salt baking chips and then drizzle it over apple slices. So I thought that might be yummy. And I was surprised to see that the Carolina Gold barbecue potato chips were still here. So as long as they're still here, I will pick up another bag. And these are just so good. They're thick and they're ridge cut, but they're not kettle chips, but they taste like kettle chips. And then you guys know the drill for the baked cheese crunchies. If there are big pieces in it, then I will buy it because it is my weakness. This is one of those items where I will eat it for a couple months straight and then I get sick of it and then need to take a break from. And of course I had to get bananas. I've been having a hard time finding bananas lately, but that's a different story. And the dill pickle mini falafels were still there, so I wanted to pick up a bag before they were gone for the season. I like to add this to a wrap in lavash bread, add some cabbage, buttermilk ranch dressing, and call it lunch, and it is so delicious. This was $4.29 a bag, but they actually mismarked it for $3.99 at my store, and so they allowed me to actually get it for $3.99. So that was a little bit of a sale for me and a win. Picked up another box of the butternut squash mac and cheese just to have in stock in my freezer, and I also picked up the Brigadeiros, the fudgy bonbons with chocolate sprinkles. One of my Instagram followers requested that I review this, and I will happily do so. So if you guys have any requests of food that you would like to try or want to be reviewed, let me know down in the comments. And picked up more eggs for the week. And here is a bonus little surprise item. I picked this up from Aldi's because I thought it was so cute. These are small pumpkin and mini pumpkin casserole dishes, and this comes in a set of 2. This is $8.99, and the small one that I just took off, that was also $8.99. So cute for Halloween or Thanksgiving. So I did end up going back to Trader Joe's and picking these up. I was thinking about it and I was like, no, I really have to try it. So here we are. And I wanted to pair it with the French vanilla ice cream. I've said it before, this is so good. This tastes like custard almost. Highly recommend if you haven't tried it, and pair it with pies. And I also picked up the honey nut squash because I thought it sounded good and you can eat the skin on that as well. I immediately tried this when I got home because I wanted to compare it to the delicata squash, which is really sweet. And surprisingly, this wasn't sweet, especially considering its name is honey nut. But it was good, just not as good as the delicata squash. And so that concludes this week's haul. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. Follow me on Instagram. And until the next video, ciao guys.